I think one thing that I really want to address is that you shouldn't let your location, where you're living, ever keep you from trying to do graffiti if you're really into it. I mean, I'm not that far from Portland, but where I am is right out in the middle of the woods, so I gotta make do with what's around me. There aren't too many spots around where I am to go and paint, but looking around trying to find abandoned woodsheds, fucking rocks if I have to paint on them. Just as long as I get a chance to go out and, practice what I love, I'm happy with it.
Don't think about all those things you feel. Just be glad to be here. Don't think about all those things you feel. Just be glad to be here.
I do want to give some shout outs though to people who have helped me along the way and keep helping me. I owe them big time. So shouts to Turtle, always. Shouts to Rich, Learn. We haven't actually talked too much, but freight wise, dude's definitely helped me out and I appreciate him for that. Lurk, dude, it's style wise, letter proportion size, spacing. He's helped me with my organizational skills in graffiti, and I definitely owe him for that. Shouts to Link. Yeah, pretty cool dude. He just had a video come out recently. Check that out on it's on his Instagram. Cats, Naru, Knaz. Yeah, Seak, Uzi, Eons. Yeah, Cosmos. And one thing I want to say about Cosmos. I know everyone has their own opinion, but the thing about him is I know people don't like the fact that he's out doing what he wants to do.
And it's spraying though. It's so crazy.
You gotta respect the fact that the dude is doing graffiti because he loves it. And I mean, this is just my opinion. Feel free to say what you want to say about him, but he's a really nice guy. I appreciate that he has his own unique style. In my mind, making beef with someone just because you have a slight problem with them, it's not what graffiti is about. For me at least, I like the unity and that it can bring people together. I don't want to see graffiti ruin what could be a good friendship between people just because someone does something someone else doesn't like. But people have their own opinions and I respect that too.
These days, I'm mostly inspired to do graffiti and to write as part of, oddly enough, like a relaxing process, but also a rush and a desire to be constantly evolving and bettering myself and attempting new things and teaching myself new aspects of the game and new techniques to painting and always consistently trying to one-up myself in whatever way I can. I really owe a lot to graffiti, strangely, and it's been one of the biggest driving forces and why I got sober and why I stay sober today. And it really helped me through that transition of trying to figure myself out and figure out and address my problems. I'm like very thankful to graffiti for that. I do not view graffiti as a stepping stone. And that's one of the things that I actually really like about it. All of my other hobbies have been sort of tainted by the idea that I can make money doing them, and that's never going to be true for craft. One of my favorite things about graffiti is, by and large, just simply progressing. Responding to the environment and those around me, but also like making sure that I maintain my own sort of sense of individualism and staying true to myself. And I certainly love the act of painting, but more than anything I like looking back at something that's completed. And I often really like the little details of graffiti, like this mess up, or running out of paint and trying to make do with something and looking back at it afterwards, and like those little things that make me smile. I definitely really do love stepping back and looking at something that you spent a long time on and really being able to appreciate it. I don't think there's really any way to overly describe worst and best memories of graffiti. I think it's kind of a joke amongst graffiti writers that any day that you don't get caught constitutes a good day of painting. That being said, I have had some real horror stories, and those, being able to walk away from those unscathed and still free are in themselves sort of good memories. But just being chased by police dogs, being chased by cops in the woods, laying down in the mud, jumping into rivers, running away from civilians, hiding under cars, trucks, being out in the middle of nowhere thinking you're safe, and just having to dive underneath someone else's truck to avoid a random car pulling up. It's supposed to be relaxing to me, but it's also a very intense sort of activity, and you have to be very watchful, and I think that's also part of the thrill of the game. These days, I'm mostly inspired to do graffiti and to write as part of, oddly enough, a relaxing process, but also a rush and a desire to be constantly evolving and bettering myself and attempting new things and teaching myself new aspects of the game and new techniques to painting, and always consistently trying to one-up myself in whatever way I can.